Welcome in, everyone, to the brand new box office breakdown show here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Stittenberg. If you're new to the channel, I talk all things box office every single Tuesday, including other movie, TV show reviews, out of theater reactions, and movie franchise rankings. But on this show today, breaking down the box office domestically of this past weekend, which was July the 19th to the 21st. And also to break down the domestic and worldwide numbers total for the year and preview the final weekend box office in the month of July, which is headlined by Deadpool and Wolverine. So welcome back to the channel. If you're new, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, get us 230 subscribers. I do want to start the show. Usually I don't do this, but I want to thank everyone out there because I had a big thing announced on my live stream, but I kind of got rid of the live stream. But I did get invited by a movie studio to see their movie early and an advanced screening. It's the first time since I've started this channel that any studio has noticed me as a critic. And I do want to say thank you for everyone out there who's been watching my videos, liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, because without your guys' support, I wouldn't be seen as a critic, at least by one studio as of now. So let's keep it going, keep subscribing, keep ringing the bell. The more you guys support the channel, I guess the more eyes will be opened by people in Hollywood, and I can go see some movies in advance for you guys. So I'm doing that in 2 weeks. I'll let you know more about that in the coming weeks. But thank you. I want to thank you guys in this video for the first time, as I got that announcement to myself emailed yesterday. So I'm very proud, very excited, but I want to thank you guys, because without you guys, I wouldn't be in a position where a studio would want me to see their movie in advance. So thank you guys so much. Please comment down below. What do you see in theaters this upcoming weekend? What do you see in theaters this past weekend? Let me know in the comment section. Also, please like the video. So thank you guys so much for giving me that opportunity. And let's talk box office. So number one this past weekend was Twisters. Not shockingly from Universal, but it opened shockingly to $81.2 million. Massive, massive opening for Twisters, which will go down as the third biggest opening of 2024. It was in a battle. Again, that's why I do the videos on Tuesday, not Monday or Sunday, that it was at around 80 million, battling with Godzilla X Kong the Empire if it would be the third or the fourth highest grossing opening domestically of the year. Inside Out 2, still 154, was the biggest opening weekend, with Dune Part 2 at 82.5. This movie getting to 81.2, so just around $1.5 million behind Dune Part 2, and then you have Godzilla X Kong at 80 on the dot. So this is a massive win across the board. Now, yes, it is going to face heavy competition in Deadpool and Wolverine the following weekend, but clearly people wanted to see Twisters. This is a win for Lee Isaac Chung, who's coming from Minari to do this movie. Big success. He's already directed a couple episodes of The Mandalorian. He's already directing the Skeleton Crew episode for Disney Plus and Star Wars. He will probably get whatever he wants now moving forward. He's proven that he can do the Oscar bait, not the Oscar bait, but the Oscar film, the low budget indie-like movie, then moving on to a blockbuster. You see a lot of directors struggle with that jump, but obviously the quality is there from Lee Isaac Chung, and the money proves it. Now, it's really good news for Daisy Edgar-Jones, who obviously has not proven herself at all as a performer box office-wise in movies. She's done very well for herself on streaming with shows, but a massive win for her. Because she really is the lead of the movie. But I'll say from an acting perspective, Glenn Powell gets a huge bump for this movie, because he has taken advantage and ran with it following the massive successes of both Top Gun Maverick and Anyone But You. Now, yes, Top Gun Maverick was not because Glenn Powell was in it, and that's why he capitalized off a starring role in Anyone But You to continue to make more movies. Anyone But You did very well. But Sydney Sweeney, on the other hand, has not taken advantage of that massive box office for a leading role. Now, yes, Glenn Powell did do Hitman, but Hitman did very well for itself on Netflix, and Twisters has done massive box office in theaters. So Glenn Powell Hollywood is currently at his disposal at the moment. He's already picking and choosing projects, including turning down being a part of the next Jurassic World movie, which is for the studio for Twisters, Universal. But he is proving himself as an attraction in theaters. His next movie, I believe, is the remake of The Running Man with Edgar Wright. Glenn Powell is definitely not the stereotypical movie star. He's not just going to make the big movies every other time. He's very interested in making niche, interesting films that maybe don't hit the mainstream as much. But we'll see if Glenn Powell post Twisters can keep the momentum going, because this is some role he is on over the last year, including Top Gun Maverick the last couple of years. So massive win all the way around. Of course, Universal continues to pull off the surprises. Again, Twisters was supposed to be in the $50 to $55 million range for the weekend, and it outgrew the expectations by over 30 million. So Twisters did great, just at 34 alone on Friday and Thursday night screenings. So big win for Twisters. In second place, also from Universal, is Despicable Me 4 in its third weekend, adding another $24.4 million up to 260 domestic. Again, great numbers for Despicable Me 4. And Inside Out 2 is at 3 in its sixth weekend from Disney, dropping 36%, 12.8 million, up to 596 million just in the United States and Canada. Inside Out 2 is one of the biggest movies of all times, in the top 15 worldwide. But the big advantage for Inside Out 2 and for Despicable Me 4 is that they are the only animated films in theaters until Transformers 1 in, if I'm not mistaken, September. So I'm not sure what the legs are going to be, but you have Twisters as a massive blockbuster, big rated R movie of Deadpool and Wolverine. Will family films continue to be that good counter programming? We shall see, but both those movies have been doing very well. In fourth place from Neon in its second weekend is Longlegs, only dropping 47%, up to 44.9 million. Another slam dunk for Neon. Longlegs, even though it's had very mixed audience scores, and even though it's gotten pretty good reviews, not special reviews, but very good reviews and mixed audience scores, the word of mouth is there for Longlegs, and horror is always the best counter programming out there. Yes, family films always do well, but horror films have counter programming to every genre. If it's a blockbuster or an animated movie, horror is always done well, and Longlegs has really done well. So Micah Monroe should get a lot more work after this, and obviously Nicolas Cage finally back in the mainstream for sure. He's been doing a lot of niche movies, and you can kind of throw Longlegs into that. But Longlegs is doing very, very well. So I'm very happy. I love this movie. So a great horror movie deserves to make the kind of money that Longlegs is making. So congrats to Neon and the team that made Longlegs. Wrapping up the top 5 is A Quiet Place Day 1 from Paramount. Its fourth weekend, only dropping again 44%, 6.3 million is up to 127.8. Again, with the budget, very successful box office outing for A Quiet Place Day 1. It held off Fly Me to the Moon by 3 million. But the big thing with the box office past weekend domestically is that we had one new movie that opened pretty big, but the rest of the top 5 all dropped below 50%, which you never see. So the box office is thriving right now, and it might have its biggest weekend ever this year with the movie hitting theaters this weekend. So we finally hit the summer where box office numbers feel like box office numbers, and you're seeing that with all genres: horror, animated movies, and the usual blockbuster IPs or comic book movies. So unbelievable numbers right now over the last month. July has been a home run for theaters. And I think this is really proving, by the way, that theaters are just not dead. You know, a lot of people said theaters are dead, but people will go to the movies for the right movie. And so far this month, the right movies have been releasing. So I love to see it. I love covering the box office. I don't like covering it when I have to tell you about how bad it is with movie theaters and why people aren't going to the movies. I'm really relieved to be telling you how successful it is right now to be in Hollywood and at the box office. Inside Out 2, as I said, is the biggest movie of the year domestically, 596 right now, 0.4 just domestically, over $500 million just in the United States and Canada. Dune Part 2 is at number 2, Despicable Me 4 at 3, Godzilla X Kong at 4, Kung Fu Panda 4 at 5, Bad Boys Ride or Die at 6, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes at 7, A Quiet Place Day 1 at 8, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire at 9, and If at number 10. Those are the top 10 domestic movies of the year. Those are the 10 $100 million movies of the year. But Twisters is only, again, 19 million away from joining that club. And I think Deadpool and Wolverine will be here next weekend. So I think 2 more movies will be joining the $100 million club when I talk to you guys next week. Looking at the worldwide numbers, Inside Out 2, as that is in the top 15 highest grossing movies of all time, 1.4 billion, with 596 domestic and 846 million internationally. So unbelievable numbers for Inside Out 2. Massive win for Disney, who has another big movie hitting theaters this weekend. Dune Part 2 is number 2, 710 million worldwide. This will be 4 moves up to number 3. He's got 577 worldwide. So this movie will not hit close to $1 billion like the past couple films in the franchise, but this franchise is definitely far from being dead as well. Godzilla X Kong's number 4 with 569. Kung Fu Panda 4 is at 546. Again, the worldwide numbers are combining the international and the domestic box office. Chinese films are 6, 7, and 10 on this box office chart, with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes at 8 and Bad Boys Ride or Die at 9. So this is the big weekend that everyone has been waiting for. Deadpool and Wolverine wrap up the month of July, a massive box office month, but the biggest hitter coming out this upcoming weekend is on track to open to be the highest grossing rated R movie of all time, which will be toppling both the previous Deadpool movies. Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, the cameos that people are saying, the reviews already came out from the Monday press, the Monday premiere. Very good reviews, strong reviews out of the gate for Deadpool 2. For Deadpool and Wolverine. My review for that movie will be out on Friday with my out-of-theater reaction and my review. Other videos this week, Hit Monkey Season 2 review will be on the channel tomorrow. More videos coming to the channel. Again, thank you guys so much for letting me be seen as a critic now publicly by a studio. I'll let you know more information as we get closer to that movie. But thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys soon.